Holloway, from the barmy press conferences to talking about Cristiano Ronaldo's privates, the Maverick manager has had us in stitches. Every now and then a football manager comes along that breaks the mold, a boss who says what he likes and likes what he says. A football manager like Ian Holloway. Though he played over 700 games, it was as a coach with Bristol Rovers, Plymouth, QPR, Leicester and Blackpool that he really came into his own. He was very happy revealing a side to his personality that had fans and journalists in stitches. Not that he always agreed though. Anybody who wants to talk to me about any sort of subject will realize I'm a serious fellow who wants to be a good football manager, he said. Well, not that serious. He knew the limits of his abilities as a coach. When Holloway was once asked whether his QPR side had enough about them to beat Manchester City, he paused, reflected and replied astonishingly. I am a football manager. I can't see into the future, he said. Then, in tangential fashion, he added, last year one thought I was going to Cornwall on my holidays but I ended up going to Lyme Regis. It's proof, perhaps, that you never really can tell in football. He wasn't always the greatest judge of a player. Take what he said about Paul Furlong. Yes, that Paul Furlong. Paul is my vintage Rolls-Royce and he cost me nothing, he said when he was manager at QPR the first time around. We polish him, look after him, and I have him fine-tuned by my mechanics. We take good care of him because we have to drive him every day, not just save him for weddings. We know. The idea of someone polishing Paul Furlong turns our stomach too. But he was pretty good, to be fair. When Cristiano Ronaldo helped Manchester United to the Premier League title in 2007-08, Ian Holloway had his own unique take on the Portuguese's many talents. He and #27s 6 foot something, fit as a flea, good looking. He and #27s got to have something wrong with him, he mused. Hopefully he and #27s hung like a hamster, that would make us all feel better. Having said that, me missus has got a pet hamster at home, and his CS massive. Talking of animals. In between leaving Leicester City and taking over at Blackpool, Holloway took a break from the game and turned his hand to making chicken sheds. Yes, chicken sheds. It was part of Ollie's drive to become self-sufficient, and when he moved north to Blackpool, he took 33 chickens, 3 horses, 2 dogs and a couple of ducks with him. And his family, obviously. His views weren't always up to speed with modern thinking. When Holloway was asked about how we could encourage more women to attend football matches, he wasn't backward in coming forward. The answer, it seemed, wasn't reduced ticket prices and better facilities. No, it was all about the shorts. We want women to come and watch football, don't we? I think they're FG pretty, a damn sight prettier than any bloke I've ever seen anyway. You talk to women about footballers, yeah, what do they like? They like legs. So why are our shorts getting longer? It's crazy. Yeah, crazy. Which brings us nicely to this. I don't see the problem with footballers taking their shirts off after scoring a goal. They enjoy it and the young ladies enjoy it too, he said when he was manager of Blackpool. I suppose that and #27s one of the main reasons women come to football games, to see the young men take their shirts off. Of course they'd have to go and watch another game because my lads are as ugly as sin. But he could see beauty in the strangest places. Like Blackpool, for instance. When he was boss at the Seasiders, he often defended the Lancashire town's rundown reputation, although it didn't always come out the way he intended. I love Blackpool, he once insisted. We're very similar. We both look better in the dark. He often thinks about life's bigger questions. Imagine Paul Lambert or Mark Hughes hosting a press conference and discussing evolution? Well, Ollie did. In fact, nothing was off limits at a Holloway presser. And who cares if it wasn't relevant in the slightest? It was very entertaining. How long have we been on this planet? He pondered. How long are we going to be here? What is it all about? We reproduce. Our offspring carry on. But that will only happen for a limited time before the whole thing blows up and we are sucked into a black hole. And we have to end with this. You know that any post-match interview with Ian Holloway is going to be mercifully free of clichés and inanities. You also know that his analysis is going to raise some eyebrows, and the odd laugh. This classic came in the wake of what he called an ugly win over Chesterfield. To put it in gentleman's terms, if you've been out for a night and you're looking for a young lady and you pull one, some weeks they're good looking and some weeks they are not the best. Our performance today would not have been the best looking bird, but at least we got her in the taxi. She was not the best looking lady we ended up taking home, but she was very pleasant and very nice, so thanks very much. Let's have a coffee.